Okay guys, today's lesson, first of all, you'll have to excuse me because I don't have my tripod here at school and this is a new video. I'm so sorry, but this video might be a little bit shaky or a little bit close because I actually have to hold my phone without my tripod. I'm so sorry about that. But I'll make it quick, so this will be a shorter video. Lesson 10, I can use the distributive property or the break apart property as a strategy to multiply and divide. Let's get started. Okay, so you should have a sheet like this. I already did the drawing for you. So go ahead and pull this out, and the top of these numbers is kind of cut off. This is supposed to be an 8 times 7, 7 and 8. Okay, so sorry if that's a little cut off. So what we have here, label the array. Fill in the statements. So I know that 8 times 7 is the same as 7 times 8. What I have represented in this picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there are 7 rows. Okay, today for the distributive property, we're going to be breaking it apart into 7 times 5 and 7 times something. So if I look at this picture right here, I can see there are 7 rows. How many do you guys see in each row? Well, here's a row. I know that word each means 1. So in one row, I see 1, 2, 3 dots. 7 times 3 for this part. And over here, I have 7 times 5 for the shaded section. Okay. Now, if I were to solve these, and I know this whole array, I could go through and count each one, but that's going to take way too long. I could count by 5 7 times or by 7 5 times. So I'm going to count by 5 7 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I know this part's 35. Okay, 7 times 3. I want you to figure out what that is and put it here. Press pause while you solve 7 times 3 and press play when you're ready to check your answer. All right, so let's check our answer. 7 times 3, you should have gotten 21. How'd you do? Did you get that right? All right, and then we're going to fill in these parts here. So 8 times 7 is the same as 7 times 8. So if I am to think about this as 7 times 8, because that's what I have in my array, 8 we broke up. We broke up these rows of 8 into 5. 5. And how many on this side? 3. I can't hold the paper. 3. There we go. Okay, so 7 times 8 is broken up into 7 times 5 plus 3, which we have here 7 rows of 5 plus 3. Okay, now 7 times 5, that represents this side of the shaded pieces. And then the unshaded, 7 times 3. Okay, this part's shaded, 7 times 5. This is the unshaded, 7 times 3. Now if I go down and solve 7 times 5, I know that's 35. 7 times 3, we said that is what again? Oh yeah, 21. And then if I add these together, that will give me my answer for 8 times 7. So 5 ones plus 1 1 makes 6 ones. And 3 tens plus 2 tens is 5 tens. So 8 times 7 is 56. And if I check my work, count by 8 7 times, 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40, 48, 56. Hey, I did get that answer. So it's always a good idea to double check your answer in more than one way to be sure that you did everything right. All right, and number 2 says break apart to solve. Break apart, we know, means distribute. So we're going to be distributing to solve. They've already broken this number 72 up into 40 and 32. They've distributed that for us. 40 plus 32 is 72. And all of those numbers are divisible by 8, meaning I could divide any of these numbers by 8. So that's what we're going to do. Now, if I look over here, I see 72 divided by 8. That was my whole. And it's broken up into 40 divided by 8 plus what divided by 8? What am I missing that needs to go here? Press pause and think about what should go here. Press play when you're ready to check your answer. All right, so again, I remember that 72 was broken up into 40 plus what equals 72? Oh yeah, 40 plus 32 is 72. And I see that already written for me right there. Did you get 32 here? Okay, and then parentheses means solve me. So 40 divided by 8, that's 5. And a way I could double check that is count by 8s to get to 40. 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40. Yep, I did get 5. I like to check my work. 32 divided by 8. I know I need to count by, what guys? What should I count by? Count by 8 to get to 32. Ready to do that with me? 8, 16, 24, 32. The answer is 4. 5 plus 4 equals, what is it? 9. Boom, boom, boom. That's a terrible 9. I'm sorry. So the answer to 72 divided by 8 is 9. All right, and then for your final problem tonight, you're going to skip count by 8s to solve 8 times 6. So we already have 8. So make sure you fill in the skip count, and then whatever we land on, that's a way to solve 8 times 6, because we counted by 8 6 times. It was a great strategy for you to use anytime. All right, thank you guys, and I'm sorry again about the shaky video. I will see you tomorrow. That again was where's my content goal? Lesson 10, I can use a distributive property as a strategy to multiply and divide.